you live in California?
When? Right after college. So I graduated from college. I went and I taught with a traveling band for a summer that was based out of LA. And then end of the summer, they offered me a job and I moved there and I lived there. It was just like a semester. It was just like a season. So it was probably the shortest I moved away from South Carolina of all the times that I moved away from South Carolina. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The desert is not my thing.
So you established in the last episode you're not a beach guy. You're not a desert guy, so you don't like sand is the commonality.
It's just coarse and it gets everywhere.
So
that was my Star Wars Episode 2 Anakin Skywalker line.
Comes out in is it tomorrow? 27th. What is 27th?
Talking about the Obi-Wan?
Yeah, Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
You know
I'm really excited about that, actually.
You know what's not a good day? Going to Huntington Beach, California.
Oh, yeah. Why would you go there?
I visited about 6 years ago, and I went for like a stroll by myself. And it was around nighttime. It was around the evening. It was like 7:00 or so, and it looked deserted. There were very, very few people, surprisingly. And I don't know why I had in my brain, like, I've heard of Huntington Beach. I thought it was going to be like something grand, something cool, something just out of, I don't know, like out of this world. But I mean, like, just like, like I've heard of this from South Carolina. This has got to be a good one. It was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen. It was just literal piles of trash everywhere along the whole shore.
Yeah. Hollister lied to us.
Hollister lied about a lot of things. Hollister, that was also like a sublet of Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh yeah. Which are like they're bad people, aren't they?
They're pretty bad people. I mean, I was just having this conversation the other day about my friend who worked there as a manager at once upon a time in Greenville, and they had like those stupid graphic T-shirts. Like there's one that was like two Wongs make it right. It's like two stereotypical like drawings of Asian guys on there. There was one shirt that was like West Virginians for lovers or something, like cousin lovers, something like that. I can't remember what it was exactly. I mean, there was like a stint in like the early 2000s where their marketing just really didn't give a shit. There was no such thing as like PR. There was no such thing as like, I don't know what you want to call it. Like just like social, not justice, but what's the word I'm looking for here?
Are just like boundaries.
I mean, no boundaries, just no like
class.
Line. Let's just go with class. So, but if you got class, you stay away from Huntington Beach. This is 1-star reviews. Andrew Van, Dustin Bays. We normally read the bad reviews of good places. However, in some cases, we just absolutely like the trash places. And it's summertime, folks. We know you need to go to a beach somewhere, but don't go to Huntington Beach. It was bad. You lived in California. You don't like the traffic, so you already have a different experience than I do.
Yeah. I lived in it was a very short amount of time. So, and it's like it's one of those things where it's fleetingly getting further and further away. But I mean,
you say short amount of time, but I saw pictures of you getting out of college, and I saw and met you when you arrived back. You aged poorly. Something in California
Thank you so much.
made you just like you were like Obi-Wan that we were seeing.
It's a dry heat.
Like from the Obi-Wan show coming out on Disney Plus very soon when we're recording this is 9 years before A New Hope. And that man aged terribly. You aged just like Obi-Wan coming back from California. So there's something in that water or air that just does it to you.
It's the dry heat. It just like saps the life out of you, the life out of you, and then just turns it into I don't know, like fuel for Elon Musk and his musketeers.
You know what we need? We need your Musk, listeners. Give us a like, subscribe, or even listen to your platform now. iHeartRadio.
Take your phone, rub it in your armpit. Get it up in there.
If
Get your
it
musk all
works, it
over it.
reminds you to subscribe and you continue to download. Rub it wherever you want. Rub it in
They
there.
say that the smell is the most sense, like the strongest sense memory. So, like, yeah, get it up in there. And the next time you go, like, catch
You
a whiff of your
pause.
armpit, you're gonna be like, ooh, that's a
Pause. You
1-star
pause like a
review on that smell.
young Christopher Walken saying that. You're like, they say the smell is
Says-
nice. You can
Do it
smell it.
again. Wow. Can we do some reviews? Can we do some reviews doing impressions today? Can we do that this time?
I mean, maybe. I have one here at the beach. Let me pull up my music. Got to the beach at 6 a.m. to jump on a Ramada with Pitt. I was told no reservation means open, first come basis. However, 1 p.m. was told. I told to move to Huntington State Beach staff. Really? WTH? I stab you in the face. No, I'm just kidding. At this no fire pits available. Not a good experience. I lost it there to the end. Lost.
No,
I don't know.
you did great.
how.
You did great.
I don't know how Christopher Walken talks to Christopher Walken.
Dude, he just lives it, man. He just got I hit my mic. It's the rhythm of your heart. I don't know if that was even good, but it's all about I feel like you just gotta swallow your words, right?
There was an interview I heard recently with Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast, one of my favorite podcasts ever. And there was, I want to say it was Paul F. Tompkins or Paul Rudd, one of the two. Anyway, and they were talking about doing a movie with Christopher Walken and basically like reaching out, kind of like, you ever heard the rumor like Bill Murray? Like if you want to get Bill Murray to do a movie for you, you have to call a 1-800 number and leave a voicemail, and he'll just show up if he decides he wants to do it.
Oh man.
Christopher Walken is very similar, where basically it's you have to fax in your script to Christopher Walken apparently. And so this, I can't remember. Someone was interviewing on Conan. And they said, "Yeah, we sent Chris the script," and next thing you know, he knocks on my door, and he's holding breakfast, and he goes, "This omelet, you want some?" And that's like the first fucking, like, you just open the door, and Christopher Walken
Oh my god.
wants some of this omelet.
Yeah, could you imagine that? You're just like, you send Christopher Walken a fax, and then he shows up with eggs at your house. What a life!
I think, you know what? Now I think it was Stephen Merchant, because I can remember the English accent in my brain. Yeah, I think that is like the equivalent of like Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Like where you like send a letter to the North Pole and then you get your toys the next week at Christmas morning. It's like, if I could send a fax and Christopher Walken would just show up, that's all I need in life. I'm okay with that.
Could you imagine if the world had access to Santa Claus via Twitter? That man would just be destroyed instantly, because there was just so many people on the day after Christmas. It'd be just like, hashtag what the fuck, Santa? What the fuck, man?
This is an Xbox Series S, Santa. I wanted a Series X.
Also, I wanted quick starting coal, and this is just regular charcoal. WTH.
How are you going to WTH Santa?
How are you going to W with a hashtag? Here we ready for the next one?
Oh yeah, we do a review thing. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Music's ready for it. Go.
Is it going? Love Huntington, but should have a special line for pass holders. Exact cash versus debit cards, etc. One line open with ability to have. I'm like turning into the Luigi guy. You remember like the custom? Oh, the fuck you Goomba. That one. I'm just gonna continue like that. Have two is kind of inefficient to keep line moving, or maybe have pass holders only. This is getting really even. Enter Brookhurst. Where are we going? Christopher Walken. Wow. Wow. Something to be quick on busy days /time/weekends/holidays, etc. Oh, thank God that's over. There's a picture.
You were trying to say John Leguizamo is what you were going for?
Is that who? Is that who is? I think so.
In the
It went
live action
south
Mario
real
movie?
quick. Not the is it, yeah, maybe that was it. No, there was this video. Okay, there used to be this custom Mario level, and it was like someone made it, and it was really fucking hard. And there's this dude playing it, and it's a video of him playing it, and he's just like commentating the whole time, and it's just like that sort of like Italian sort of accent sort of thing. I don't know. Anyways,
You sounded more like the end of Coming to America. You sounded like one of the characters that Eddie Murphy is the Jewish guy. Because you got a little more like in there at the end. Like, waiter, there's a fly in my soup. All right, where's the spoon? Aha.
I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld.
Oh, there we go.
There,
I
that's
have a
it.
puffy shirt. Did you know that?
Who?
I have a puffy shirt.
Ooh, can I borrow that sometime?
I mean, if I don't wear it for Halloween first, maybe.
All right.
Unfortunately, this beach is losing its charm. I truly feel more police need to be on site to patrol the area. The crowd is different and disrespectful. Whoa, hang on. What the fuck is different mean?
Crowd different. I was hanging out with some people 5 minutes ago, and they left.
Okay.
Some other people showed up.
If that's where we're going with, okay.
And
The
this
crowd is
crowd's
different and disrespectful. Drinking and trash left behind by various crowds. This used to be our go-to beach. We will not be returning after our last visit. See, they got the same experience. When I went, it felt like one of those cartoon edit shots of like Captain Planet. And they show you like a really shitty area, and you're like, oh, there's no way like people leave a beach like that. I was like, no, this is literally how that place looked like. It looked like straight up garbage. It looked like a landfill. It was bad.
There's just so many people in Southern California. It's like every little piece of real estate is crammed with something.
Speaking of cram. Don't go in winter, spring, or fall. Beach is virtually deserted at 2 p.m. on a beautiful day. No lifeguards. Lots of gross plastic garbage washing up on the beach with nobody picking it up. View is oil-powdered generating station, offshore oil rigs, vehicle tracks all over the sand. Parking is $15 even if you just want to use the washroom. Very few staff only at the parking stations, but they are friendly and helpful and will advise you on better beaches like Laguna, Surf City, USA. But don't go unless you're a surfer and it's summer. Go to Laguna or Venice Beach instead. Have fun. That sounds like a very nice mom.
Number one disc golfer, arguably the number one disc golfer in the world, is from Huntington Beach, California.
Only you know that.
Fun fact.
Sure. What is your definition of fun fact?
It's fun fact. It was a fact, and I thought it was very fun. So there you go. How about
People can't see your smugness on the audio.
But they can hear it. They can hear my smugness right now.
They can hear the smugness.
Fun fact. Shout out Paul Macbeth if you ever listen to this.
I was about to say, you didn't even say the guy's name. You just like listed his attributes.
Old P McBee. Yeah.
Old P McBee sounds like a pub I don't want to go to.
Oh, McBee. My last name is McBee, and
I like to pee.
pee is what I put in all my drinks because it's sterile and I like the taste.
Again, it's an audio podcast. They can't see you toasting yourself of your jar of pee, I assume, is in your hand.
This one's aged.
Hold on. Did you sniff your own imaginary pee? Said its age, and then you sipped it through a straw.
It was more of a waft, but yeah, I mean, it's getting into semantics at that point, I think.
I'm just trying to think, what drink would you swill, waft, and then drink through a straw that wasn't urine?
Something aged finely, I would think. Preferably over ice.
Oh, so like a Russian mule,
There you go.
a Moscow mule, but it's Moscow P.
Moscow
Wait,
P.
with the war going on, are we allowed to reference Russia, Marcel? Are we gonna get in trouble? I don't know.
I don't know. Boo. Boo Russia. Boo Putin.
Maybe by the time this episode comes out, it'll be over.
Fingers crossed. What's been going? Can we
Can't
let's
say
review
boo
Russia.
Putin. He's gonna come after us now.
Yeah, okay.
At the 1,000 listeners a month we get, I'm very certain Putin listens to this.
He's probably like, I don't have a good Russian accent, but he's probably like, let's see what's going on in South Carolina. That's what Putin sounds like when he speaks English. He's just like, what's up, man? He watched a lot of the Hillbillies, Beverly Hill Hillbillies. They're from California.
I just imagine like Putin studying American culture by like listening to Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, that's probably what it was. Yeah.
Get her done. Yeah, get her done. Yes.
That's what I go down south.
Don't plan on being able to go back and then easily, and it can be hassle even in the off season. Bring lunch there so often no open snack bar, and the website is not reliable for the things are not open. This is a very weird sentence. Food is not state run. Subbed out a company they should replace. Edit. Knocked it down from 3 stars to 1. Whoever is in charge of parking needs to be fired. Parking lot was near empty, and they made me drive 2 miles north to pull a U-turn to sit in a line because they were only letting cars through Magnolia entrance, even though they had people working booths at all time. Once inside the parking lot, I had to drive back to the southern entrance where they refused to let me in, even though I had already had a pass, and there were many, many empty spots. Waste of fuel and added pollution from idle vehicles for absolutely no reason.
And how about that?
I mean, you lived in this area for a while. You can actually like be in that moment.
Yeah.
You can feel that person's anger.
The food is not state run.
What is state run food?
I don't know. Wait, I am very curious about that actually.
Like I can't think of what state run food, like South Carolina, what would state run, like barbecue?
I guess.
Ritz?
State run. I mean, that would be like a state, like maybe I wonder if it's like because it's a state park, right? Technically,
yes.
Huntington State Beach. So maybe there's supposed to be like some sort of like maybe like like you go to Paris Mountain State Park. They have like a little Camp Shack kiosk thing where you can get blah and blah, like souvenirs and waters and this, that, and the other thing. So I remember maybe that's what they're talking about. Like there's no meh.
But I don't expect like South Carolina endorsed brand food at a park shelter.
SC Cola.
Is that like a ripoff of RC Cola?
South Carolina Cola.
It's just the same can, but it's just they scratch out the R with a C.
Yeah.
With an S.
They just scratch it out and then they just take a Sharpie and just like fill it in with S.
Is RC Cola the worst cola?
I like RC Cola. I don't know why everyone hates it.
Oh, this is a bit. You don't like. When was the last time you drank an RC Cola?
I mean, it's been a while, but what's wrong? I don't understand what's wrong with it. Why don't people like it? What? Tell me how it's bad.
RC Cola.
That's it. That's the only reason it's bad. Is RC Cola.
I don't even remember like last time I even saw RC Cola to even like be accessible to get. Like that's how bad. No, they got like Dr. Pibb. They got Mountain Thunder at
Mountain Thunder. Yeah, that makes sense, dude. It's all about the Pepsi Nitro. That's where it's at. It's the new age of carbonated beverages.
You say Pepsi Nitro?
Pepsi Nitro. Yeah, that's right. They've broken through new grounds in soda technology. All right. It's smaller bubbles, Andrew. It goes down creamier. Putting in carbon in your drink. Do you have a syrupy sugar drink that you like consuming and you put carbon in it? No, sir. Get that out of here. Give me nitrous oxide. All right. Smaller bubbles goes down smoother.
You mean kind of like when you go to Starbucks and you get like a nitro brew and it's just like a
Yeah.
thick syrup? Like that's what they make Pepsi flavor now?
Yeah, it's basically like drink. It's basically like drinking a flat Pepsi, except you convince yourself that you like it, and that way you pay more money for it. You following the trick here? You following me? So it's the same thing, worse, but you pay more for it, and you think that you like it.
I
It's
think this is like
amazing.
the exact opposite of any Dave Ramsey seminar. Is what's going on here. You just ruin soda by making it more expensive and not better.
I don't know. I think soda ruins itself. It's so good, but it's so bad.
You know what ruins itself is this. The water is extremely dairy.
Wait,
Dairy.
what?
That's what he wrote. The water is extremely dairy, smelly, and way too many homeless people.
This is like America in a nutshell.
I mean, America is too dairy. You know, like I have two kids who are lactose intolerant. I myself am lactose intolerant. And dessert, instead of having frozen yogurt, I actually made Yonanas. I don't know if you know what those are.
No, go on.
They make a machine
Okay.
and basically you freeze your own bananas, or you freeze your own strawberries, freeze whatever thick fruit, like a peach maybe.
With two C's?
Yeah. And you
Nice.
shove it in to this device when it's frozen and you just push it through and it makes like this imitation yogurt. It's just basically smushing the frozen dessert together and you're making like a homemade healthy yogurt. And I did that, but then I added a monster cookie crumbled up on top of it
Oh,
just
yummy,
to
yummy.
counteract it.
Yeah, it's all about balance. We so been going to I've been going on a yogurt adventure myself. Because middle age is like really ramping up for me. So I was at the Saturday market and I was going down. I was shopping and I came across a stand that said cow yogurt. And I was like, cow yogurt? I'm pretty sure that's just regular yogurt, but they also mostly had goat yogurt. So I understood the distinction. So I got some cow yogurt and it's like the real stuff, like came from a farm over in Seneca, right? And it's very, very not sweet at all. So I've been having to add honey like a mamma jamma. And I got this granola from another stand. It's really, really good. It's like peanut butter tasting.
So it's yogurt, just regular yogurt, but with no fun stuff in it.
Yeah, very, very boring. Like
That's
Greek yogurt was more fun than this.
that's like the Zima of yogurt.
Yeah. Wait, did you say the Xena?
That's like Zima. You like Zima beer
Oh.
back in the 90s where it's like that like non-alcoholic beer that people really got into.
Oh, like O'Doul's? I always knew
Yes,
about O'Doul's.
O'Doul's, exactly. So you just basically got the O'Doul's of yogurt. You're like,
Yes.
it's healthy for you. It just tastes
I
like
don't know.
nothing.
I don't know if it's healthy. It's just it's yogurt. It's just plain yogurt. And I've been putting strawberries and granola and honey in it. It's really good. It's pretty good. It's like really
Basically-
creamy too.
You're making like a deconstructed yogurt parfait.
100%. That's exactly what I'm doing. It's fantastic.
Well, folks, the end of this episode we're bringing to you by Dustin's Lactose.
Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Almond breeze, regular vanilla. That's the way to go.
Gonna give you the closure here and disdain about everything you don't miss about California.
Oh, I can rant right now about
You can rant
California.
right now.
All right. Here's the thing. LA, Southern Cal, or this is Orange County, but Orange County, you're cooler than LA County. But listen, LA County, there's tons of people there, and I don't really understand why. Because it's really hot all the time, and you say it's dry heat, but Once it gets above 100, who cares if it's dry or wet? It's awful. Your traffic system is absolutely terrible. But somehow you can move faster on the 5 than on 85. I don't understand that. And no wonder you guys are so environmentally conscious all the time, because you absolutely destroyed every little bit of environment that you have in your city limits. Boom. So don't be getting up in our business when we want to like do something over here, because we actually still have trees left to do things with. How about that?
Every word you just said
Wasn't recorded. You
was
didn't.
exactly what Joe Rogan said. I just wanted to let you know you are on that level of hate on California now as Joe Rogan.
Please don't compare me to that.
I mean, I'm just saying, I hope you're satisfied that you guys have that in common. You both disdain California and the way it's run.
Oh, I have no problem with the way it's run. Actually, I have no idea how it's run.
And now, just like his show, there's going to be a little ticker now, like a little warning of this episode, because of how much you just hate California.
It's like like trigger warning. If you like California, don't listen to this episode.
If you like, the one thing that California always weirded me out. I can't understand. Because I'm an East Coast book guy, born and bred.
Me too.
And like I'm used to staying up late. I'm used to like TV shows and movies that air live. And then
like Saturday Night Live on 8:30. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, or like the Super Bowl, which starts at like 6:30 and then it's over at like 10. But like here, it's like normal. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. There's like it's 7.
Huh?
I guess I'll go to Target.
Yeah, you could take the dog for a walk.
Yeah, like that's just weird. It's like, have you ever been to like a matinee movie and then it's like still light outside when you walk out of the theater and you're like that? You're like, it hurts your eyes and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
I gotta like go do shit.
That whole thing is what California is in my brain.
Just like that's like there's that whole just California experience, and I was just like, that's different. Oh, that's weird.
I guess I'll just nap in the daylight like someone in Alaska. I don't know.
Yeah, what is this? It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? If you haven't liked, if you subscribed in our shows yet, do so now as you can. In the meantime, I'm gonna let Dustin go as he goes on a couple-week hiatus to take care of his family. But one day we'll welcome him back to the show, listen to his voice, because the other shows he works on, they don't even let him be on the show. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like I think I have a lot to say.
They pay you to not be on the show. They pay you to stay away.
Yeah, like, we just sit behind a computer and look pretty.
But like, don't say anything. Don't even look at the guests. Actually, you know what? Just turn off the camera. Put the cover on the camera. Just turn off your Wi-Fi. We'll send you the recording.
Just go to Maine. Take care of your grandparents.
Yeah. It's okay. You're always welcome back here. I don't know why you're abused on other shows like that. You are always welcome on this show.
Yeah, there's plenty of parking at 1-star reviews. Oh, that was the last episode, wasn't there? Oh, they were complaining about parking here though.
I think most of the episodes actually complain about parking, so we're okay.
Yeah. I mean, parking in general is like it's a scam, isn't it?
Yes, because the money goes towards the city where you live in respectfully, and then ironically, it's like you already give enough money to the city in your taxes, but whatever.
Yeah, it's always that double-edged sword of, yep, it's a double-edged sword.
There you go.
We should 1-star review taxes. Taxes, it sucked.
We still should have done the one on Google before they cancel us.
They should have. Yeah, now, we can't. We're not allowed on Google Podcasts anymore because the man is coming for our small-time podcast.
It's not the size of the time of the podcast; it's what you do with it.
That's right. It's about the power that it wields.
It's an average size podcast.
Listen, this is a pretty average sized podcast, and when you compare it to other podcasts out there, and then when it's cold out, I mean, sure, yeah, podcasts fluctuates, but
Yeah, sometimes it's huge, sometimes it's not. I mean, whatever.
yeah, and when I'm, sometimes it gets slim and the podcast kind of like feels a bit bigger,
It
feels a bit
happens in 1 in
fuller.
5 podcasts.
It's a very common issue for a podcast to have. All right.
Especially those over episodes 35.